Morning, everybody. This is International Master and FIDE Senior Trainer Sekhar Sahu welcomes you on behalf of Sports Authority of Gujarat and Gujarat State Chess Session to this intermediate training session. So today I would like to discuss about a great legendary world champion Boris Spassky, who is now around 86, 87, and in his prime he was a great attacking player, perhaps one of the greatest attacking players. Tal was great in sacrifice and attack, but he was going all out for attack, ignoring the positional factors. The attack fails, then the game is lost. But in game of Spassky, Alekhine, Karas, the attack fails, the game still was in control. So they were going more composed way, more systematic way. And to win, you not necessarily have to attack. No need to attack the king always. You can get a positional advantage. Good knight, bad bishop, or getting a control of a open file, or giving opponent a bad king position. So you have to see the all factors. Not only you have to attack the king. Now this particular position, hello, this is Shreya Saha, Devars, Shivankar Sarkar, Om Desai, Ramakrishna, Veerabhadra, Basal Parikh, all are welcome. Akshar Jhala. I want to show that Boris Spassky became world champion in 1969. Then the next title match he lost to Fischer, to Bobby Fischer. And after that, he won the USSR championship and again he came to play candidates. So he met Robert Bryan from USA. White was Spassky and Bryan is black. So going for an advantage, e4 c5. Now check. So fighting, getting a small advantage. Now bishop into bishop is practically equal. After this move, it is just equal, no problem. But he can play also c4. What is the difference? Now the bishop here, because of mobility. Now after this bishop is more mobility. This bishop less mobility. Less mobility. So a small advantage. Now white has got the better bishop and also threatening to open the queen side. Now space. Now if you take, he will push the knight and get better advantage. This small advantage guaranteed. White is better because what are the better things? Number one, he has a superior bishop. Number two, there is outpost. So this kind of small positional factors. I want to play rook c1 and take the file. Rook. Now I want to make an outpost. I want to bring the rook here. Fantastic position. So we are left with the pieces. Then white only is better. White can bring the queen here. White can bring the queen here. White is better. Okay, this pass pawn is not dangerous. This because king is coming to control. So there is no danger. Believe me, this is very difficult position because black has no counterplay. Black has nothing to do. All the time he has to watch. He has to watch this move. And if the king goes too far away, then this break will come. Now, suddenly, he has made a move that this pawn can be a danger when this pawn comes. Imagine you bring king coming here, white will win the game. Now there is one more threat, non-stop, because in the supposing, let us say, the some idea, sometime I will play here, and if you take, pawn push will win. So black has to continuously watch this idea. Bishop will come here. A pass pawn. I want to create a pass pawn. See, you can't take this. You cannot take this. This is losing. You will lose the game. Pawn push. And you come here. Now taking is losing. And if you come here, pawn into pawn is winning. So you cannot take that. So just waiting. Notice that plan will come. Force him come back. This is now this pawn becomes a target. So he has won a pawn, but still there is no entry. There is no entry. The king cannot enter. King cannot enter. But extra pawn is winning slowly. Why this move? He wants to take the diagonal. And notice, even now the technique, the world champion, they are mastered. Now the point is, he will place the bishop and try for the break. Forced, otherwise I am taking. I will take the bishop into pawn and this pawn will queen. This pawn will queen. So the only move. Now the king is tied down. Watch the pawn. Now bishop is tied down. You cannot leave this pawn. King cannot move. So he waits. Finally a break has come. Winning. You cannot take this pawn. This is lost. That you cannot. Pawn push wins. So now the king will enter. Notice that he is not refusing, not allowing. I will enter. And attacking the pawn once again loses. Check. There is no hurry. Do not hurry in endgame. If you play hurriedly king into pawn, then the bishop will come and so drop. So improve the position. Zugzwang. It is a zugzwang now. Now if you will attack, suppose you will attack here, I am going to take. And next I am coming here to take this pawn. So you cannot zugzwang. Now if bishop comes here, suppose you come here, and now maybe what I can do here, I can take bishop into pawn. And if he comes here, the king take the pawn. And now this pawn will queen. So you can see, hello, this is welcome Prince Gandhi. Good morning Subankar, Om Desai. Hi Ramakrishna and Sa Sritu Nandi. Okay. Now the whole idea that at highest level it is very difficult. You have to go for small advantage and try to convert it. Now I explained to you how so many threats came. So grandmasters they don't give up so easily. Okay, I will show another game. How Spassky made his road again back, but he lost to Karpov in the final. Just a minute here. White is Spassky, black is Robert Bryan. Now this is a very easy line for white against Nasdaq. White is ready to castle. White stands little better. He will castle. Now the point is, this is a blunder. If you will play pawn pose, you will take knight into pawn, rook into, and this is winning. So he has developed some initiative on the king side. You can't dislodge the knight. Now White's next plan. This rook should come here. That's all. Fantastic position. Takes one extra pawn. No problem. He will get the piece back. Queen check and get the piece back. Now exchange up should win. White is exchange up, and there is no attack or counter attack by black. So it is pure technique. Now it is also you have to be careful. Notice is this pawn is attacked. Don't play passively. Rather, this is an active move. So force the king. Now the what? See how the improvement. I can come directly, but don't you think the bishop going here? It is a bad thing for black. So tempo, tempo again. Now gradually consolidation. This is called I have got a material and slowly I will consolidate. You know, every time you should find a good move in a position. You have to see opponent. This is technically lost position. I'm going to play pawn push, then gradually improve knight exchange. Slowly exchange the knight. Now, if you play pawn into this thing, knight into, queen into, the position, there is no counter play. I will next move, I will prepare pawn push so the king is no back rank problem. And then I will come, queen to coming there. Slowly, slowly I will penetrate. So, Spassky versus the candidate cycle 65 onwards, candidate cycle. 65, 66, no? 64 onwards. Geller. So in 1965, Spassky had to beat Geller, Tal, and Korchnoi to meet Petrosian for the World Championship. So white is Spassky, black is Geller in the candidates. Hello, Suresh Vai Chawda and Kamal Makecha, Naitik Mehta. Now this is not good. The player should play knight first. He must bring the knight and d6. This is not good. Accelerated dragon. Now the point is, now is this a bishop e2 is bad. Not bad, it is not getting any advantage. You will castle, you will castle. Black has a free d5 because now the knight is watching the square. Black has equalized. No center. And knight on knight is not good, doing nothing. That is why you must play actively here. Bishop c4. Not allowing d5. Bishop. I think this is a bad move. So far, the game should go normal, like this castle, and then queen will come. Then black plays bishop, so that he can bring the rook here, and white will castle, rook there, bishop here. The game will go normal course. There are so many moves. You can play knight e5, then he will play h4. White is trying to play h5, g4 with attack. Also, it is possible that black can play rook here. This is called the Chinese dragon. But notice that instead of this move, this is bad. It has an idea. It is a bad move. A player should not break the principles of the game. One should not go against the logic of the game. You complete development. Then you do what you want to do. Your activity can be planned only after you finish the development and castle. So now this is the development. Of course, this is also played, but this is a bad move. This is also possible. And now bishop. White gets an advantage. I mean, Tal Avar Bak, or I don't know. I think this is good position. Double pawn. Larsen. I think Tal Larsen, whosoever it is, this is a bad position. White is little better. Or you can play here bishop d7, but not knight d7. Okay, I will say I will castle. Now you play knight. I will bring bishop. You play knight. These are 5 knight moves in 11 moves. This knight has come 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And this has come 2. He is giving a threat. His threat is to, he may take it or he may come here to take this bishop. It is bad. If somebody plays like this, we should punish. What we can do? We'll start an attack. Actually, this is a way you can stop temporarily. But why waste time? You can go for this. You can go for this. Here, no, I will play h4. H4. So you come here, knight, knight into bishop, queen into, knight into, pawn into. White better. White stands better because white has got already a ready-made plan. Black is not out of opening. In 15 moves over, and black has not completed development. This is going to be bad. Okay, let us say he plays e6, not allowing nd5 or anything. E6. I will play h5. Now maybe he will play. Maybe what he can do now. Maybe he can play some move like bishop d7, and now maybe pawn by f4. White gets an attack. Pawn into pawn, pawn f5. So in the actual game, what happened in Geller? He did not play. Geller is a great player. He will not do such opening error. He played knight. Bad move. 2, 3 moves. h5. If you take the pawn, then he will play g4 and knight back. White has an attack. Ready-made h5. I want to take this and open quickly. So you cannot really take that pawn. The threat is clear. I want to take, sorry, I want to take and then the queen check is coming. The weakness is cast. I am happy. The weakness is cast. Square weak, pawn weak. Notice I can dump the knight any moment, but not ready. Once I bring a rook here, if I can bring this rook here, I will dump the knight. Counter attack, counter attack. So stop that. I am not afraid of losing the pawn. This coming too slow. 1, 2. I get 2 moves time. Forced. If you play, this is a checkmate. This will lead to checkmate. So force move. And material factor equal and this pawn is falling. It should win the game. Now white is having material advantage and positional advantage. Threat. There was a threat. Because this, I think, this position is lost. White is two pawn up and very sound position. So where is the mistake? Black mistake. Let us see. Always examine the mistake. Let us say this position. This is nothing wrong. No, I would rather castle. Castle. Now white should play bishop b3. Why? Because if you castle immediately, black will play knight into pawn. And this is already equal. The position is equal. So you should not do this. One should play bishop to b3. Now, now the game can continue d6. Even a move like a5 is played, but which is bad. Even a gambit is played, which is bad. d6. Now he should play h3. Why h3? Why f3 is not good? Because you know the bishop has moved too many moves. Normally, when rook c8 comes, the bishop moves. So here, suppose you play f3, I will go for the variation. If you play f3 now, here, if you play f3, I will go to the Yugoslav attack. I will go to the variation in the Yugoslav attack. Maybe here I will play knight into knight, bishop into, and then I play this. Now how many moves? The bishop has come one, bishop has come two. Now you want to take, you will get no advantage. Now the rooks are coordinated. So this gets nothing. Absolutely no problem for black. So here in the game, the correct move would have been to play h3, not allowing, not allowing the knight to come. Okay, this is a possibility. Okay, for example, here I can also play. I can also play here. What I can do? Just a minute. Here he plays bishop here. I think I can play this one. I can play because after queen into knight, the knight into knight is possible. And you come back, the knight can come. This is a possibility, but white is anyway better. White is better. So in the game, he should have played h3, and the game will continue after castle. After h3, he will castle, and after that, bishop b3. No, no, no. Where did I go wrong? After the move d6, he will play h3, and in this position, he will castle, castle, and bishop d7, and now rook e1. Why rook e1? Because he is preparing to prepare a knight and then pawn in to create a backward pawn. Let us say rook, he will play bb bishop here, and on this move he can play maybe here bishop to g5. Now a6 he can play knight d5. Now there is he wants to shatter the pawns. So on knight into knight, pawn into. I think the position white has small advantage because there is a backward pawn. So game should go on, but it is not easy thing. He can play rook e8. There is a lot of fight left. Idea next I will want to bring knight c4. Some activity goes on, but not this bad knight coming. Knight was bad. Let us say another game. White was Pasky and black was Geller. No, no. The point is to go up in the ladder. You have to beat a grandmaster. They will not give up so easily. A small advantage you have to gain. Royal Lopez is the best against e4, e5, Spanish attack. Okay. Why this move? Because he is threatening to play pawn push and take the pawn. So, different. Now, white is giving a threat. White wants to take the knight and white wants to take the pawn. So, regular line. Why this move? Because if you play directly, there is some counter attack. The knight is pinned, so the pressure is coming. The pressure. So you have to play like this. Of course, you cannot take the pawn. Then you get the piece back. So the game will continue. The game may continue here. The position he will play knight to knight coming, and like that it will continue. But in the game S3, okay, white has good position. The main line is going attacking the bishop. Now the bishop comes here. Now C5. So here this is not a good move. The main line is your knight. Bishop is an important piece, so don't give it because it is very useful in the diagonal and in this diagonal also. So bishop comes here, c5, now d4. Now queen c7, he should play nd2. Now if bishop d7, he should play pawn into pawn, and knight. What is the idea? I want to bring the knight here and knight. This is both Bobby Fischer and Tal. They use this strategy. They use this strategy to bring the knight so that when you take it, the fish game will open up. For example, let us say you play rook. Now, of course, I will not allow, I will play queen. Now you come here. I am going to play knight. No, no, first play this. Play this one. Yeah, and knight. White is good. Now I want to come here. I want to come here. So if you play bishop here, I am going to play c4 so that my knight will enter to this point. So this is Tal Fisher both played like pawn into pawn. Both Tal and Fisher they took this point. They like this idea. Take this and knight coming here to this point. Well, anyway, in this particular game, Geller had different idea. I mean, this is not so nice to move the knight again and again. So pressure. Now white has got a center. Now the position white has got superior center. The point is this is not great. If you will play like this, then the bishop becomes powerful. And also the squares are available for black pieces. So it is not a very great move to push this. This is the main piece who is giving me trouble. I want to take this piece. Or you surrender your nice bishop, the pawn will come here to attack. So white has got small advantage. We win a game when we get a small advantage. Hello Mukund Agarwal. Good morning Moir Bhai. How are you? Nandini Lakhwani. Now what is the advantage white has got? White has got the advantage a center. Good center. Bishop pair. And also threat. So white has got already some advantage and look forward to get winning chances. Push. I want to take the pawn, but what is hurry? I want to push him back. Forced. Taking the pieces, this is already knight will come, queen h5. If you allow the knight coming, then queen will come with attacking both points. Bishop is already gunning. Bishop is already gunning there. So he goes back. The grandmaster wait for an opportunity to strike. मौका मिलते ही they don't take a second chance. मौका मिलते ही बार करते हैं. Strike when there is chance is available. Strike. This is nothing. There is now, suppose you play queen check, he will run away. This is very slow. So immediately, 1 second. Idea, my straightforward plan is queen coming here, give a mate. And now, suppose you take, now the queen comes here, one move, and this is another idea to give mate. Returning mate immediately. So you have to take, there is no choice. I don't see. Suppose you defend. Defend. Now who is going to defend this? So they don't take a second chance. कचरा कल कल ले. So here it is lost position. Queen there. So what I mean to say, the player should be alert about the position. Unexpected short kick. Hello, here Panchal and Moksit. Miller was a great player, you know, very good in opening, very good in attack, but Spassky was better. So why Black is threatening to play the Marshall attack. Now the standard plan is to play c3, d4, but when you play c3, he gives a gambit. This is called the Marshall gambit. Black gives a pawn for very good active play. One pawn but lot of attack. White is a pawn up. Tempo, you have to play g3 only move. Now the bishop is coming. Now you have to play bishop. With the idea, next I want to complete development and bring my queen. I want to complete. Black's attack is there. I think this is a weak move. The position is not easy. I will show you how dangerous martial attack can be. Please note that it is very dangerous attack. I will show you some black pins. This is a bad move. And the bishop comes back into the defense. Hello? কথা কথাই পারি কুହ কুହ. mm, 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 mm. चला जैसे कौन कथा कौन बंद हुआ लास्ट mm, ଆଚ୍ଛା ତମ ଘରେ ଅଛି ମୋ କ୍ଲାସଟା ଚାଲିଛି ପିଲାମାନେ ୱେଟ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଶୁଣ ଶୁଣ ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ପରେ କହିବି କି ମୁଁ ଟିକେ ପରେ କଥା ହେବି ମୋ କ୍ଲାସଟା ଚାଲିଛି ପିଲାମାନେ ୱେଟ୍ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ତ ହଉ ମୁଁ ପଛେ କଥା ହେବି sorry for the interruption. It was a call from Mumbai, so I had to take my family call. Very sorry. So this position, White is having already extra material and so we win the game. No attack. But Marshall attack is dangerous. I will show you a lot of things about Marshall. Now only I will discuss. The position is winning now. After the move knight into bishop, he should lose all hope of winning. This is the move. Now pawn into pawn is bad, but this is the move, and everything is consolidated. Development complete one extra piece. One extra piece. This is bad. Now white has consolidated. Pieces develop. But don't think that Marshall is bad. It is very dangerous if you underestimate the Marshall attack. What I recommend, there are lines. What are the traps I will show you. Now, there are a lot of traps possible in the Marshall attack. For example, here he can also play with knight. Now d4 and knight will come. Now rook comes back. Now bishop attacks. Now this is the attack here. Now you have to play. How are you going to defend? Now if you come here like this, he will come queen. Now you cannot take it. White cannot take. There is a mate. And now this point is attacked. Now if you play bishop queen here. Now there is a trap you should notice. You should notice a trap. He can play knight to pawn. Queen into, and this is losing the game because queen into check. And now rook takes checkmate. But black has a trick. He will not play. He will not play here. Bishop here. He will play check. And when you come here, and now black is winning. Now the check does not work because counter check is coming. That is why black instead of playing bishop here, black will give a check first, and then I will come and winning the game. So what we can do here, when you play here, knight into pawn is threatened. So what we should do now? What we should do now? I think here what we can do, here this queen or knight into pawn, you need not worry. The position white is better. You must play with cool head. Now this is losing. This is sorry. This is losing. But what about this? What about this move? And now I'm giving a real threat. I'm giving a threat. I'm giving a threat. This is lost position. The knight cannot go back now. Knight is lost. So the whole point is this kind of traps will not work. So here, knight here is this pawn c6 is correct move. So this move here, I will show you some martial wins so that you will realize how dangerous it is. c3 and d5. This is the martial. Let me show you. Oh, where is this? Where is this? PPT. Yeah. Let us see some martial wins. Now d5. So this is not good move. It will become Spanish Open. Black is very active now. Now if you retreat, the bishop into pawn is coming. So all development complete. Very active position. Now you can't play g3. You cannot play g3. Queen h3 will win the game and winning. So that means you should not play. You have to accept the martial. Let us say Adams c3 d5. So he accepted. This is an interesting move. You know the whole idea d4 bishop queen here. White is good, but here supposing instead of that white plays g3. Now how are you going to enter? You will play bishop. You will play here c3. Now d c3 you play instead of playing d4 you play g3. Here you play g3. Now there is a simple plan. I want the queen to come here. So I will play this move. Now it is not a good idea to play bishop here. You go back and now you have to come queen. I will enter anyway to this weak point and then bishop will come here. So the g3 does not stop that. This is the idea so that the rook will guard the second rank. In case some g3, some sacrifice. This is the idea. The idea, sometimes white might play pawn push and bishop sacrifice does not work because rook is the one guarding the second rank. Black pieces are very active. For one pawn, now all black pieces are in attack. All black pieces in attack. Not in action. Not in action. The typical martial attack. You cannot accept after you pawn into the bishop into pawn with a deadly effect. Now gf4. This is very strong. Mate on h2. Check. This is just losing. After bishop to e4 winning. So only move. Now check. The idea after queen into the bishop queen check will lead to mating attack. Lost. So these are the typical problems you face. Now after you play queen into, maybe I can play here bishop takes pawn with the idea queen mate and on knight into I think queen check should winning. No, I should not take this. Maybe here this what I can do, how I am going to win the game, how I will win the game. I think the queen is better to win the queen. There is no mate, just win the queen. Winning the queen is important. Now here I take and I pick up the queen and win. So attack is coming. You have to expect sudden knight f4 is coming. And in some variations also, I have seen players playing f5, f4, f3. So this is also to be noted. So Vishwanath and Anand Gata Kamaski match, martial attack. Anand knew everything. Okay, I will show Greece Chuk, great attacking player. D5, Queen h4, standard position. Now let me tell you, he is giving a threat. Black can play now g5. First, it occurred in the match between white was Tigran Petrosian, black was Avarbak. The point is, now bishop takes pawn, he will lose a piece. Queen. Now attacking both. One piece is gone. However, this position, why they play? See, in 2001, theory was known that you cannot take the pawn. Then why you play this move? This is the idea. The idea now this is supported. So I am giving a threat. Threat. Now if you take, you will lose two pieces. You lose both the bishop. Check will come and take. Now stop. Here, made threat, so he stops. Now the point is piece down. But these pieces have not come. So black will capitalize on this. The simple threat. I am giving a direct threat, pawn push and mate. First, there is no time queen into pawn. I don't think there you would have time. How I am going to win this game here? Pawn push. Well, this is lost. So there is no time. So he has to play the only move. Pawn into pawn, queen into pawn will come. So once again I attack. And now I don't see any defense coming. On pawn into pawn f3 is coming. And anyway there is no defense. So this kind of problems you get in Marsal, though material up, the activity of pieces, all active pieces. I will show you the problems. Somebody is asking anything? Sorry, after queen f5, queen g4 comes. Smith Shah. Okay, let us see what he says. Okay, I will show you the last game. So I want to show you the last game. He says, no, rook e4. That I want rook e4, no? This one. So here, bishop into pawn is not working. Queen f5 is coming. What did he ask? Smith Shah says, uh, queen f5, queen g4 comes. Queen g4 does not come because bishop is there. I win. Queen g4 does not come. Smith Shah. So you cannot play queen g4. The piece is lost. The bishop and queen are watching the square. But anyway, so here queen e2 is a good move. I will tell you how, how you could have played this move. This is playable. Queen e2 is a line. Here it is playable. But I will show the improvements. Kramnik, then Jula Sachs, then Judith Polgar. They have improved the variation for white. Adalja and Adalja, welcome. Adi Jain, welcome. So here, none. So ed5, nd5, and now active. Now bishop coming. Only move. Now rook coming. The only move. The idea is now bringing the rook. See, there are plans. After there are white black has plans. He wants to come here one. He wants to bring the rook here and coming to this point. Attack. There is nothing better. He has to open up the line. Of course, queen exchange I will not do. Now he is trying to close. He is worried the attack is coming. So he closed it. Of course, notice that the bishop is pinning. So you don't lose, but you cannot win. But this is a bad position. Already pressure has come. Now attack and double attack. One piece gone. So please note the tactics points. I will tell you. You may say I am not playing martial attack. Why should I know? This is not a correct approach. Not a correct approach. You must know chess education is very important. I used to think I am not playing d4. Why I should see Slav defense? Why? No, it is not a good idea. You have to know. The player should know everything. 12, 15 moves, all variations, and master of certain things. It is important to have general knowledge that this is the plan, this is the game, this is what happened. That is why when you see the classic games, you cover up everything. So let's say no person versus Pasky. We go to Marshall quickly. Why Marshall Gambit? Spassky was an expert of Marshall Gambit. Queen. Active play. So we have already seen that this kind of attack. Now you cannot take bishop into, you cannot take pawn into. So attack this. Now material is equal. What has happened? Board, we have got equal material. But where is our defense now? Now if you play bishop here, bishop into knight, queen into, and I think this is lost. No defense. So these are the typical problems we have to watch king side. Okay, queen h4. All these are normal. So this is another interesting idea. As I told now, you cannot play pawn into because here here I think knight into is winning. Knight into is winning the game. Okay, so it is dangerous. Or this is winning. You have to play now knight f1 only. Knight f1 also loses. If you play knight f1, then who will defend d2? That is another problem is coming. So he played in the game queen, but then queen takes pawn, it should win the game. Now there is a mate threat, only move. Mate threat, only move. Now this is only move. This is lost completely. The rook will be lost. So these are dangerous points. You have to see that a player should not ignore that attacking chances of black. Let me show you some more game. Then I will tell you what I will recommend against Marshall. So 15 moves. Up till now, all this is forced. Oh, this is no. This is not the one. Some rookie. An interesting move. Queen h4, g3. Any question? Samartha Vansadalza. Okay. Ramakrishna. King side weakness. You know, there is no time. If you will play rook here, it is bad. I will just come rook here. My plan is simple. Rook comes and double. This is simply losing quickly. So you have to take bishop into knight. No, no, no. Right? All right. Huh? Now, very active pieces for black. If you look at the material, white is a piece up, but will not be able to defend. Attack has come. Lost. The position is lost. Bishop into knight and rook f1. So these are the dangerous point. Okay, one couple of more wins. Then I will show you the danger. Here, now c6. This is not a good move. Bad move. Queen f3 is bad move. What he was hoping, he will play pawn into, and thereafter the position is okay, because after this the point is very weak, and now he will complete development and play b3 and settle down. Second pawn up he will become. But intermediary move, instead of playing this one here, he plays mate threat first. Using the open line, you have to defend. No, these are all not working. I am not going to fall for queen into, then rook into check, and then you know all these things tricks. Made threat, lost. The position is winning. Very active black pieces. There is no time. Bishop s3 will win. If you play bishop s3 check, will win the game. Bishop into pawn bs3 check. Made threat, lost. So queen f3 does not work. But let me show you, even though these are all dangerous attack, one or two correct games I will show you. G3 and now queen s3. This is the main position. Don't play passively. Passive moves will get nothing. So active moves. I am giving a threat now. I am giving a threat. So ND2 has to be played. So this is ridiculous. Now this position you will not able to defend. Defend, lost. Because now bishop check is coming. What is this? Now you are giving a piece. There is no defense. Now if you come here, I will give check. And you come here, queen is finished. So there is no defense. So giving the material, this makes no sense. So I will show you. These are the problems with Marshall. Another one f5 f4 attack comes. So here these are the danger to Marshall. You have to see. This is a trap. I told you. I already told you. Now d4, right? Now I told you this all this thing. Problems have started. Now knight checkmate is threatened. He is preparing. Now there is a disappointed double attack, 1 and 2. So I play and I am giving a threat now. I am giving a threat. Action comes non-stop. Again made threat. Once again a made threat. And now you cannot take it because there is a mate. So these are all, you have to watch all this. Arey Baba, 1 second. Hold on please. Hold on. Now BE2, there are so many moves. I can go directly, but Grandmaster Cheskowski, who was trainer of Kramnik one time, okay, Samdani and Samdani, brother and sister, welcome. So he has defended. White is doing or correctly defending. Grandmaster all. Terrific. For one pawn, you know, this is active, this is active, this is active, this is so 4 5 active pieces. Now the rook is coming to open file. Want to change queen so the problem is solved. It will not solve the problem. desperation to get rid of the mating attack. What are you going to do? She played this move, giving material. Now, is there any way you can defend? My threat is clear. I want to come here. I want to come here. What are you going to do? And by the way, suppose you make a room. Suppose you say, I go back. I want to make a room for my queen. I want to make a room somewhere. But in this case, the knight check will win. And king here, queen into. You play king here, queen into will win. This is also made. So these are the problems you face. However, Marshall, I will tell you Viswanathan Anand how he handled Marshall attack. Let us see the other side of it. Kata Kamaski Anand. Okay, just let me show you the position. Always refer Anand's game because he is a modern player and handling the opening from white e4 perfectly. Very good systematic move order, the correct plan. You can ask me question. Study books would you recommended? Which study? Okay, I told you classic games. I told you basic things and classic games. These are the best things you can do. Okay. Now I will show white side. Martial attack, martial gambit. How grandmasters handle d5. So best thing is to accept. So rook into. Now I will show you various plans. There is a move. Knight comes here. Then c6. All this I will discuss. First, I will take you to Anand Kamaski because it was played at highest level. I mean, quarter final for the world championship candidates. So now this position, we have a typical position. White plays, Anand played b3. This is the safest move. Why this move? Because if you play the knight move, if you play the knight move, the problem is bishop is blocked, this is blocked, rook is blocked. So he wants to play this. Fisher's idea. With the idea, if you play bishop here, queen d3, and next knight will come, pieces are double. This is the idea. So bishop e3, queen d3. No, what I will say Anand. No, did I overwrite it? Once again, I do this. So b3 re8. So bishop into knight. So white has reduced the pieces. Now development complete. White is a pawn up. I will take not now. Later on, this pawn could be a problem, and I am ready to defend. No danger. Now b4, see this is ba4. If you play b4, the Anand this is all analysis of Viswanathan Anand. He gives pawn push and knight into pawn, followed by the knight will come. Now where are you going? White is clearly on top. D5 point is very well guarded. should win, no attack. So he played bishop pawn into rook into. Now, what is the idea? Basically, the bishop is very active in the diagonal. So by making rook here, you cannot give me the pawn. So here the bishop is diverted. You can't block the rooks. Now that means the bishop is, there is no danger to now. Bishop is not coming to g4. Once again, now knight f1. I don't want to repeat. All attack over. The knight is guarding important squares. No sacrifice will come. Bad move to play rook e3, then winning the game. Black will win the game. Bad move to queen h1, then black has compensation. He has compensation. Bad endgame. Double bishop. So he plays queen g2, and now this everything will go push back and back and back. All this is gone. So Anand played this and beat him. Kamaski, all preparation. Kamaski did not come without preparing. Then after the match, he gave press interview. Anand saw everything. He saw everything. A critical game. Now I will take you to some short games in this line. Tal versus Grogius. I think this is Indian. I am Deshmukh. Anup Deshmukh is a very good attacking player. So he played the Marshal. I am Anup Deshmukh. He is from Nagpur. A very good attacking player and a very good coach also. One of the best chess coaches in India. Rook e3. Idea, now the sacrifice will not work. The rook is guarding this. That means you need 2-3 moves to disturb the rook. Maybe here I would say that f5 is more interesting. It is interesting move for black preparing to come here. End of the attack. The knight is guarding. There is no attack. Forced, lost. Anyway, anyway, in this position, you don't have to play here. But in this any case, just he is completing development. So end of the attack. So this is a very interesting idea. Please note that in this line, what he has done, how white played this, take, and now bishop into knight, and then this. The whole idea rookie. A point to be noted so that in critical moment you can use this. Give the bishop d5 and rook e3 and nd2 and f3. No, this is bad. Tal Krogius. Krogius was a psychological player. 15 moves I take, 14, 15 moves straight away. So g3, rook e4. Of course, this is also possible. He can play queen f5. With the idea, he can go queen here and then bishop coming. Activity. This is also possible. For example, you play now knight here. He can play queen. With the idea to play bishop. Is also possible. So here he plays queen g4. Idea, want to open up the line and queen coming in the bed, long battery. Black seems to be consolidating, but only temporarily. The king moving is risky business. Suppose you move now, maybe here what I can do, uh, just I can play knight coming attacking, and now rook into pawn check. So it is not a good idea to move the king, and it is bishop. This is no need to discuss. Black is losing material, and there is no initiative. Now, anyway, this is lost. So exchange pieces and win the game. So this is a to be noted that rook e4 is also a good idea. I saw this game. I saw this game. Who played this? Lukacs. I think Lukacs, Jaichik Lukacs. It was played in Coimbatore, 1987, India tournament Coimbatore. So Queen d7, then Knight d2, and Rook h4. This is just plus game. Cannot take that and winning the game. Let us see. Uh, Boleslavsky. Boleslavsky was also a great attacking player, positional great attacking, rook e1. Now, here the typical trap. I have already told you the trap. So here, if you play the normal moves like nd2, nd2, it is very slow. So he plays. You cannot take that. You will get mated. You cannot take that. f5 does not come. The pawn is pinned. The bishop is watching. That means you slow down. If you slow down, now there will be a lot of problems will come. Because, for example, if you come here, now I'm going to play bishop. Okay, you can take it. I will take, and when you take it, I get the piece back. So what is the big deal? Material is equal and extra pawn on the board. So time cannot be wasted for attack. So here, no king h8. He played in the game rook. I return the material. I return. Now, okay, what else you will do? Check. Now, if you cannot take rook and rook check. Any. So counter threat and counter threats. Let me show some more game. Leco, a theoretician, returning the pawn. What has happened on the board? Material is equal, but better position. No f6. Defend the knight. Rook d8 is not coming. Now you lose the pawn. Knight has to come to c4. Okay, this is just one. If you play instead of that, if you play here, then white has got a technical plus. For example, I will take, and queen takes pawn. White has got superior position and now more active pieces. Lot of weaknesses in black camp. So it comes and winning the game. Now both the pieces are under attack. Yesterday, yesterday I was playing Blitz game on light chess. My opponent attacked exchange. I do not know whether I can retrieve the games and see. It's a beautiful combination. My opponent attacked exchange and I ignored it and I won the game. So I don't know how to see the game's back record. If I can get, I will show you sometime. Does anybody know how to see the recorded games of light chess? Any of you know how to see the record of these games you played in the live chess or chess.com? We can also play G5. Yeah, it is possible. This is lost. So, this is all theory that at highest level everything is worked at home. Let's see, let's see. This is an attacking player, General Glakin. Straight I take to the position. So just take. Now just complete development. We saw all this thing is not working. All these things S3 is coming, nothing to worry. So 5, 4. Desperately is trying for attack. So there is some compulsion. White pieces are still passive. White pieces are still passive, and there is this is active, this is active, this is active. So black has got active play, but Tal end of the attack. Now the both the bishop are hammered in. What is that? Where is the attack? Last trap. Queen into pawn is bad. Rook will come. Last trap. Meaning now the threat is coming here. The threat is coming. One or two checks, nothing will happen. You have a burden to defend both. So you give a check, nothing will happen. No problem. One of the pieces lost. I can also see the game you played at Lichess. No, I want to know, can I get the record? Now I played yesterday a very beautiful game. So I beat two very strong players. One is Dazan. He is a FIDE senior trainer. So his rating was like 2468, and another some 2468. Two strong players. One player I beat, very beautiful combination. I don't know how to see the record in live chess. Okay, you please after the class is over, I'll ask you Ramakrishna. So here, this is lost. Now I will show you there is another interesting idea. So here, rook e2. Now after this move, I like the move rook e2, g3, and now this. So rook e2 is a good idea. I like the idea rook e2 with lot of defensive resources. See, first I will show you the game flow 1. I recommend players to play rook e2. There are two lines I will recommend. Take. Now this is not working. If you play pawn up here, now pawn is coming. This knight is guarding this square. So no sacrifice will come. So this is not working. So he played in the game rook. Idea to attack h4. Pawn into knight attack. How to handle this position? The position looks very dangerous now because after queen into he will play bishop. After you play queen into rook, he will play bishop into pawn, mate threat. But notice queen into bishop into pawn. Now you cannot defend. There is a mate, and you cannot come. There is a mate, but there is a room. I want to make a room vacate for my king. Will come. Give a check. Come and defense is here. Defense is here. End of the attack. So rook e2 is a good idea. I would like to show you rook e2 this Clovan sum game. That means notice on this move queen h4 g3 and now knight d2 defended. Let me show you some few more games. You become a good variation against Barca. G3. Okay, there is a threat. Now I am giving a threat. My threat is to simply play knight here, and take the queen. That's all. You let him to exchange. Forced development complete. White has completed development. One extra pawn in the back. The point is now there is an outpost. There is an outpost here. Pieces are reduced. So queen g3 will come and rook e5 will come. Rook e5. Now another rook is joining. Extra pawn, and now simply one extra pawn, meaning that nothing he can do. All over. So this is a point to be noted. This is a point to be noted in the variation. Black tried to play some move after the move. He tried to play. I mean, queen coming here does not work. This is not working. Not working. If you play bishop g4, f3 is there. Bishop g4 does not work. Pawn f3. End of the initiative. Initiative is gone. You know, the idea is not to drive. Idea is to exchange the queen. You will notice the idea that the queen can someday come here giving a check and also want to exchange the queen. This is the main idea. And c4. This is the main idea. I give takes. Now check. The defensive resources. The resources takes. Now I have cleared. I am threatening queen exchange. Already so much material with me. End of the attack. Now queen exchange, suppose you go back, you forget about the attack now. You can forget about the attack. Lost. Or you come here and then I will just play queen exchange. End of the attack. So these are the ideas. C4 involves an idea. And now he played this game. Suppose you take pawn into pawn, you are helping me development. The knight will come with a tempo, bishop moves, and then knight e5. Forget about that. Now no more attack. Okay. So here, this is a good idea. I recommend strongly you play queen e2, rook e2. Very strong move. What is this? Now the advantage, two bishops are gone. The material factor is equal. Two bishops. White has queenside majority. 1, 2, 3, 4 against 3. And two bishops. It is enough. Enough. Just bring the king. Bishop here. Okay, maybe it was a precautionary move, but tempo. No attack and two bishop. 2-1 majority. Technically winning position. And all the attack will end now. If pawn into pawn, the knight is pinned. The bishop is pinning the knight. Pawn into pawn, I can bishop into pawn, I will take. The check does not work. Check means the queen will come. Rook will come. So you can't give check, only move. And bishop takes knight and rook. Maybe even knight also. This is also enough. Enough to stop the attack. So but it stops the check. Is there any attack? The knight is too strong against the bad bishop. Bad bishop. And good knight. Extra pawn. White has an extra pawn and also superior knight. Now I will take you to a strong player. I mean Beliavsky versus Malyanchu. Both are very strong GMs. All point guarded. Development going on. The idea, this is the main problem of Barca. Rook must come. So queen with the idea. Next move I want to play bishop and mobilize the rook. End of the attack. Okay, no problem. Sacrifices are coming. So there are a lot of sacrifices are coming. So stop. No problem. How many pieces you will give them? End of the attack. The knight is pinned by the way. So there is no danger. Bishop is still watching. This does not work. If you will play here, maybe what can I do here? Maybe here I will play queen. You can't take that. And d2 is guarded. This is guarded, and now rook can come also. He resigned here. So these are all no problem. So Marshall, I recommend strongly to play rook e2. My idea that you accept the pawn and here rook e2. There is another variation I can tell you. I can tell you also. Here you can also play d3. Any question? Any question on Marshall? Uh, I am asking for the best book on endgame studies. I have already told I recommend two author. One is Yuri Balaso. Author's name is Yuri Balaso. The name of the book is Basic Chess Endings by Yuri Balaso and Pransetter. There are two authors, Balaso and Pransetter. They have written jointly. And another book by Alexander Panchenko, Chess Endgame in Theory and Practice by Alexander Panchenko. Beautiful book. Kanak, welcome. Devang Makwana, welcome. So I leave this. Now, other line. I wanted to tell you D3. Here, D3. How to play against Marshall. This is an interesting idea. I will reveal the idea why it is good. Let us say the point why what is the idea of D3? Queen comes here. Now I will play this and you come here, rook. Now G5 is not working because I will take it. The rook is protected. The rook is protected by pawn. This is failing. That is the idea. The idea now you don't have G5. This is the main idea. So here he plays bishop. Development complete. So white has a good better knight and the knight wants to sit down at this point. Superior knight and inferior bishop. Plus I will fortify the knight. A weak pawn and a bad bishop. Mobility. So white has already advantage. Defend. Don't take such pawn. These are bad moves. These are bad moves. You know, counter play will come. You will play rook check and counter play. So the knight is coming here. The knight will come here to surrender the pawn. Surround. Plus white on top. You cannot take rook into pawn. This will crush. He will get crushed after this. Winning the game now. Easy. All this is not going to work. One check. Ek One check will do nothing. Nothing. Extra piece is extra piece. Meaning. So this is a good line. D3 is a line also to be examined by you. I will show you some interesting game by a player. Uh, the modern player, Sarik. Ivan Sarik. Sarik is a very strong GM now. So BF5. Rookie, queen here is bad. Already I told you. G3 and rook e4. Here G3, here rook e4. This is also bad. Now there is, if you play knight back, this is bad. Maybe what I can do here, what I can do here, something like rook h4. No, rook h4 I will take. I want to enter. Bishop c2 is coming here. One extra pawn. It is possible I can play queen. This is possible. I can give two pawns extra. 3, 3, 6, 7. No, one pawn. No. I want one more pawn, then I will take. For this move, this is maybe simple. I would like rather use this one. And now if you come, you look here, followed by knight. And you come here, then knight here. I think it's okay. There is no danger. Absolutely okay. The knight move, rook can come. Queen exchange is nothing. So this is also one possibility you to rook out. Just exchange pieces. Extra pawn will win. Consolidate. Forced. And now the end game is lost. There is no attack and one extra pawn. And black king is more worse than white king. Now the material factor is equal, but not the game. Because now the D pawn, your bishop D6 you defend. Defend. Superior position. Weaknesses. Bishop D5, rook into D5. BD5, rook into D5 is coming. There is a problem. If you move the rook, then bishop C5 wins. So all these things. Good afternoon, Marth Godani. So I hope you understand. One game of stacks I want to show you. One game of stacks. Here, last game on Marshall. So today's session mostly focused on Marshall. I will show you one game of stacks. Because I remember that game. Game Zula Sachs. What is very Zula Sachs here? This C89. Marshall code is C89. So queen e2. Now if you play f5, it is bad. If you play f5, bishop into check, and now rook here. Now bishop into pawn, winning a pawn. Two pawn up. Already two pawn up. You can give that bishop into three pawn up. End of the attack. And if you take bishop into, I will do three pawn up. Now queen check, and this bishop check is coming. It is bad. Next development. So he plays f4, but it is bad. End of the attack. I complete development. Two pawn already in the back. So this does not work. That means here knight. Return. Suppose you play knight into pawn into knight into. Now attack is over and the pawn is attacked. Bishop is attacked. And rook cannot come. Knight fork. So he played here bishop into initiative. Now this pawn is under attack. This is coming. The powerful bishop. It is a bad position. Fantastic position. Big positional advantage. He is anyway lost. If he plays f6, rook f5 and daba dale position. Daba dale. So f5 black bad. Finishing. Please note these games that d3 is also possibility. Queen e2. Now here I can play queen e2 is also possible. I go to the other one. One more game of stacks. Rook e1. This is the favorite line of Fischer. He used to defend. Knight d2, and if you play other moves, for example, rook coming here, now knight d2, defending everything. And if you play f5, f4, the knight is in pin, so no sacrifice will come. All tactics ends. Not this, not pawn into pawn, then attack will follow. Attack will follow. So don't fall into small tricks. Just defend. Where is the attack? Now I will exchange queen. Bishop into pawn will come. End of the attack. Plus white has extra material and so many weaknesses in the black camp. So with this I leave Marshall. If anybody has a question on Marshall, I will discuss. I showed you the typical traps. Okay. Please note. Anybody, Veerabhadra Singh, today I am late. No problem. Exam was there. Very good. No problem, Veerabhadra. Good morning. Anybody want to ask on Marshall? I am not going to repeat this position. C3, then D5. I take, I take, and look into. Any question on this? You can play either knight f3, you can play c6, or whatever. There is no problem. Okay. I recommend here that after c6, d4, and bishop, rook e2. I recommend. This is the very nice move. Second line I recommend here, rook, and I play this rook e4, and you play g5, then queen e2 is a good idea. I recommend queen e2. Okay. I saw your challenge. You challenged me, Virabhadra, 10 minutes, 15 minutes plus 10 seconds. I am not going to play 45-minute game. I don't have patience. I do not, I want to play for pastime. You know, I don't want to play 1 hour, 45 minutes game. 15 minutes or 10 plus 10-second increment, that means I have to wait. I don't want to play. So I cannot play so long game. You accept 3 minutes, 3 plus 2, that is good. I cannot wait half an hour to see. No patience. So you cannot challenge me 15 minutes. You challenge me 3 minutes, I will accept. So here, okay. So Marshall, I leave. Okay, we have got about 10 minutes. Any question? I am ready to answer. I don't want to play. No, 10 minutes and 5 seconds. That means that is actually 15-minute game. 10 plus 5 is a 15 minute. I don't want to play half an hour game. No 5 plus 5. Only 3 minutes. No 5 plus 5. 3 minutes only I will accept. No increment. 3 minutes game. You challenge me, I will accept when I come on light chess. Okay. So any question? Please ask me. We have 10 minutes. Or I will show you some end game. Okay. If you do not ask, let me show you some end game. Okay. How can I play you? You can play me when I come on light chess. I normally come just very boring to sit alone. So I just play. I talk on phone. I make other works and keep playing sometime. So light chess I play. I don't like that chess.com because the squares pieces I like that light chess. So Mukund Agrawal, Veerabhadra, you can play 3 minute game with me. I don't know because you see, I am having class at what Un Academy at 7 to 8. You know, I will take rest after the 4:30 class, and Un Academy will finish 8:15. I need to have dinner today. I don't play because the Un Academy class is there. Tomorrow, tomorrow also I have two classes on Un Academy, both platform. So 31st I will play on 1st November. Tomorrow, today and tomorrow, I am having lot of three classes extra of Un Academy. So I don't play today and tomorrow. So on 1st November, I will play with you if you want. 3 minutes only. All right. So any question? No question. I will ask for you some hand game. इधर गया वो. These are all typical things. Okay. Now this position is back to play. Luputian and Grischu. Black played good move. This is bad to play. It is a bad move because Zugzwang. Now black will run into Zugzwang and he will pick up the pawn and win the game. So you have to play king f7. Now if you play king here, the problem is that whenever you play, the pawn push will come. So only move. Now running into Zugzwang. Now white has to concede the pawn and winning the game. Because the mate threat, the point is this will come with a mate threat. Now the point is both will queen, but the queen will come with a check and skewer. So it is important that in this position, this is the correct move, winning. And if you play this, it is losing. Okay. So this is just one move. Everything changes. All right. This is Barso Viratel. It is whose move it is? I am not able to see. So if you go further, the break will come. This is bad move. After the move King E3, it's a draw. Normally, player will not like to give space. They would like to play mechanical moves. After the move, it is a draw. After KE3, this is equal, but he played bad move. Lost. Now it is 2. See, you are coming here 1, 2, and 3. 3, 3, and 4, 7. But at time 1 and 2, and this is coming faster. Fast. Now the point is queening with check. This is the drawback. The king now push. It will lead to queen ending, but check is coming. Lost. So here the mistake was played king e4. King e3 was having equal chances. So these are chota chota galti hai. There are small. Virabhadra, do you know how can we see the recorded games of live chess? Do you know Virabhadra? Now I played some games yesterday. Can you tell me how to see the games I played? I want to see some interesting games sometime. Okay? If you know that, you please guide me how to see the games which I played so that I can show some very interesting positions. All right. Now I want to show one more end game. This is between two players. Black is a strong grandmaster, so he played G6. Outside pass pawn. High pawn siege, but black has an outside pass pawn. The only move. Otherwise, the pawn is running away. You have to come in the square. Only move. The only move. And Juxwa. Now, the king cannot move anywhere because the pawn will queen and he will come and double the pawns. Veerabhadra, after the class is over, I will ask you on phone because uh, I don't want to waste time now. 5 minutes more, I will show one more position. After the class is over, I'll ask you. I want to see my games only. I don't know how to see the recorded games. All right, going to the next one. Okay, this position it is white to play, black to play. My right, I am not getting. Okay, this position is black to play, and it is winning. I think because the pass pawn is lost. So this is very easy. I want to show a typical end game. Want to show? Oh no, this is ridiculous. Elementary position. I want to show you some practical games. A game between Marshall and Laskar. Marshall and Laskar. I want to show you. Frank Marshall, Frank Marshall was a very big attacking player, but he was not good in end game. Not so good in end game, like a world class player. Marshall, Frank, and black was Laskar. Not this beautiful game. Not this. Not this. Perhaps this is the game. Yeah, this is the one. I want to show you this game today. Okay, this position. So here, I mean, he played pawn push, the queen, and Marshall took the pawn. Now, this position, it is black is clearly better. Can you tell me why black is better? Black is winning, not better. Okay, I put you black on your side. Black is having a completely better position. What black should do? Yeah, okay. Okay, doesn't matter. Let others see Birabhadra. You have seen the game. The superior to bishop overnight. Now, the bishop is superior compared to the knight. This is my concept. And also development. So, take. This is completely better. You see how fast. This looks very slow. Very quickly black wins. Attack. You have to play b3. Only move. Attack. You cannot play. Now the threat is coming. So, forced. Forced. Now the king. Because once the rook comes, the king will be cut. So, quickly. Now the king, bishop, rook. Black has got very active pieces and superior piece. Forced. If you play this, the pawn is paralyzed. Backward pawn will come. It is bad. So he plays rook and it is winning. Now all places black pieces are very active. Rook exchange is forced. Now the king enters. Lost. So superiority. Even simple position, bishop is superior when pawns are on both wings. All right. Okay, friends. I will see you back again at 2:30 today. And today I will show some good analysis on Un Academy. What time it is? Today 7 o'clock. On YouTube. On YouTube at 7 o'clock. I will show today. And tomorrow I have two classes. One at 6 o'clock. Tomorrow two classes. Today 7 to 8 and tomorrow 6 to 7 and 8 to 9. 6 to 7 on Unacademy, 8 to 9 on Chess YouTube. So 7 to 8 I have a class today. So no live chess today. So thank you very much. I will see you back at 2:30. Take care. Bye.